the Internet's #1 talk station. #1 talk station. VoiceAmerica.com.
You are tuned into Marty Fischer's Wing and Clay Nation. If you have a question or comment about the show, we're here via email, wingandclayradio@gmail.com. That's wingandclayradio@gmail.com. Now, let's get back to this week's show.
And welcome back. And I'm telling you, time flies when you're having fun. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to my buddy Steve Lamboy, and you know the old saying, master of, many, or jack of many trades, master of none. Well, this guy's actually not only a jack of many trades, he's also a master of a bunch of them, and one of them is marketing and promotion of products. And Steve, I want to get into what you're really got your teeth sunk into these days, and that's the Greenie Cases out of Italy. You and your wife Eleanor, formed a partnership with the Greenie, and you're kind of carrying the ball here in the States. So talk to me a little bit about what's going on with Negrini. I mean, you're coming up with products that are really made for the American market, which I think is really, really smart. But this is your platform, buddy. Talk to me about Negrini.
Okay, will do. Well, I knew the Negrini Case Company from back in the Realtree days, and they made these really spectacular thermoformed cases. So, what Negrini is known for, Franco Negrini was an Olympic trap shooter. He was on the Italian team, and he shot Grand Prix. He shot everything, Pan American Games, and he was a keen competitor. And he was dissatisfied with the weight and quality of cases, and he was an engineer, and he developed this thermoforming technique to build a double wall case and patented it. And so over the years he grew, and of course he supplied Perazzi, Beretta, and the main players over in Europe. And I always admired his cases and thought it unusual that he wasn't in the United States. But he's an engineer. He's not a marketing guy, right? So he's an engineer. So through my wife, we approached them to be their partners for the U.S., actually for North America, and formed this partnership and brought some employees in. And what we did was we helped them to configure the cases and design the cases to be for the American sportsman. And I mean wing and clay, handguns, rifle. I don't care what it is. The nature of this technique or technology, if you will, is that each case is a double-walled case. So you have a case within a case that are thermoformed, and the parts are sonically welded together, and they basically create like a car bumper. So it's like automotive crash testing technology, and what it gives you is the lightest weight case that passes airline certification. So Olympians have used them for years. Many, many companies have used them for years. These cases are the toughest.
I was using an aluminum double case, and when I put two guns in it, the darn thing was 30-something pounds, and and now I use Negrini cases, and my two favorites are the compact Uplander case that I carry my Blosser 30-inch sporter in, and then I also have a 2-gun unicase that I carry a semi-automatic and my Blosser in case I want to interchange guns. But it's so light and so well protected, and then I've got the ballistic nylon cover that you can put on that, and I don't have any problem putting that through an airplane, because this stuff, I think I've done some research, it's this double-sided technology is as strong as aluminum.
Yes, it is. It's the strength of aluminum at half the weight, and then you combine it with the Italian styling. Okay, their design capability, of course, is second to none, and hand upholstery on the inside, and you have a fantastic product. We love this product. I'm having a ball with them. We've got a fellow named John Redout, who's our GM here, and he works extremely hard. And he's been very instrumental in getting us into the handgun business and so forth. And it's going extremely, extremely well. We're bringing out a lot of new products, of course, finding ways to do things better. I, love the uni case, and people don't really understand what it is, but imagine a two-gun case that you can put two guns in and some gear, but you can put any two shotguns. You can put autoloaders, pumps, over and unders, one of each. It doesn't matter. Whenever I go duck hunting, I'll take an autoloader or an over and under, but I'm always taking a pump as a backup. I'm always taking usually an 870. Right? Because it will always go bang no matter what.
Absolutely.
And, I travel up to Kansas or wherever to go duck hunting. I'm not going with one gun. I'm going with two.
Well, and that's a smart thing to think about, too. I've just been amazed at how comfortable the guns or the cases are to carry with the guns in them. And, not all of the cases, but some of those cases actually have a shoulder strap. And I'm going to tell you something. That's the ticket, boy. I put that gun on my shoulder, and all of a sudden, I'm walking around. I don't feel anything in my hands, and I'm comfortable. And not only am I protecting my guns, I'm looking good as I go along too. Because as you say, the Italian styling with the leather accents and things, if you get that type of case, are just absolutely beautiful. And if you've got a $high gun, I think it should be protected with a nice, really, really good quality case.
Exactly. Any gun, even if I take my grandfather's Ithaca, I want to put it in the case that it's not going to get ruined. And plus, the other thing that I like personally, and just the way I am, I like American-made goods, and I like European-made goods. Everything in this case, except for the locks, are made in Italy. Everything is made in Italy, except for the locks, and the locks are made in Germany. So, it's the best quality, best product that you can buy it once and have it for a lifetime. We actually have, believe it or not, we get calls from guys who have Parazzis, and their case is 40 years old, and they call up and say, geez, I love my Parazzi case. I've got some wear on the fabric on the inside. Can you reupholster it? I just love this case, and I don't want another one. I just want this rebuilt. And we've got a guy in Connecticut, who's our service and warranty guy, and he rebuilds them right back to the original and puts them back into service. So they really last,
Well, and I got another happy customer. Now, we've got, just over a minute to go here, Steve. Just real quick, you've got a new 2-in-1 shotgun flip, which I think is really cool. You've got some really cool ammo boxes. You've got eyewear boxes. You've got all of that. So if somebody wants to get in and really take a look at Negrini, how do they do that?
They can do that by going on NegriniCases.com, our website. And one of the things that we pride ourselves in doing, every single person who works for this company, you can call them on the phone and describe your gun, and they will fit that gun to that case. I don't care if it's high rib, low rib, 3-inch long chokes. We don't care what it is. We will find a way, to case that gun up.
Well, that's what customer service is all about. And Steve, listen, we're down to about 30 seconds. I cannot thank you enough for being a part of the show. You've got a great story. And folks, I'm going to tell you something. This guy is representing the Greenie Cases. They're my cases of choice. And do yourself a favor, go to NegriniCases.com. Steve, thank you so much. And folks, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time on Marty Fischer's Wing and Clay Nation.
Thank you for listening to Marty Fischer's Wing and Clay Nation. Please join Marty again next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on the Voice America Variety Channel. Until next week's show, think safety first and good shooting.